Hi everyone, this is Nikhil Pathak. I am a marketing intern at WEM APAC, and today I'm in conversation with our managing director for India and Middle East, Mr. Harsh Dafre. Hi Harsh.
Hey Nikhil, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Harsh. It's a lovely afternoon. Let's hop on to the questions right away without wasting any much time. So, my first question for you today is how is WEM APAC initiating digital transformations within huge organizations? We
Oh,
know WEM always talks about digital transformation and business philosophy for that matter, but how is WEM APAC playing its role within huge organizations?
so one of the key things about large organization, or I might as well call them organizations with a lot of people and processes instead of huge organizations, is how would they tide through the new normal? And there is a nice word which is coined by a lot of intelligent and thinking people called Industry 4.0. So it's the fourth industrial revolution. And for that matter, what actually builds the Industry 4.0 is connectivity, just in time, artificial intelligence, big data, analytics, AR and VR. So all these technologies come together. How we contribute, how WEM APAC contributes to this movement of an organization to Industry 4.0 is by speed. Our theme is business velocity. So whatever it takes, to make an organization successful in this transitioning phase, either putting in new projects with speed and also ensuring that it is compliant as far as security or infrastructure is concerned, when contributes hugely there because our systems are fully compliant. They're GDPR compliant. We've got ISO 27001 on security. So we enable organizations to move to new systems very well. Apart from that, there are a lot of legacy applications and systems and processes which these large organizations have. And our job is to ensure that they move to Industry 4.0 by successfully transitioning from their legacy systems to the new systems. So that's where WEM contributes a lot. We build systems very, very fast. We migrate systems. We can connect and pull out data. The applications which we build can act as connectors, can act as process multipliers for all these solutions which a large format organization is looking for in its path to move forward. So we contribute in the front end. When I say front end, it's not the regular front end, but the front of the organization, the tip of the organization to get in new applications, and at the back of the organization so they are not held back by legacy applications.
So the no code ability, like people, this is a very common myth that we see today, that like people are reluctant whether no code is able to make as complex of applications as of traditional coding. Will no code be able to cope up with the requirements of these large organizations? So I think your answer answers that question. That
Yeah,
uh,
absolutely. No code is the way to go forward. It builds in speed, and also the employees of the organization. We believe in citizen development, where all the employees contribute meaningfully to build a particular process. I mean, what's the use of an application to build a process? And success in the new normal would depend on how quickly you can build appropriate processes without having to go back and forth and having the application build as something which is actually pulling you down. This is where WEM can really contribute meaningfully, and we are absolutely up to the mark. We can build ERP systems. We can connect to ERP systems also very, very fast with no code platform and no code platform build applications.
So Harsh, we know that you look after Indian Middle East. You're the face for Indian Middle East for WEM APAC. But what are the other regions that WEM APAC is currently focusing upon?
Thank you for asking this, Nikhil. Many regions have shown huge traction. Europe, for example, we've got good traction from insurance, manufacturing, automotive industry from Europe. America, it is the mid-market tier, which is really looking for quick, flexible and simple answers when it comes to building the applications and when it comes to restructuring their organizations in the new normal. So we are looking at the American market in the mid-tier segment, which is really catching up traction, and in the European market, where we're looking at these three verticals, insurance, manufacturing, and automotive.
Okay, so the APAC in WEM APAC doesn't limit it to the Asia Pacific region, is what we are trying to say.
Oh, absolutely no, absolutely no. But let me tell you, the flair of WEM APAC is we've got 7, 8 different nationalities. Our leadership is spanning across multiple countries when it comes to APAC, and need not be Asian. We've got several key personnel and thought leaders in WEM APAC who are from Europe. We got Bo, who's based out of Cambodia. We got Martin, who's based out of Myanmar, who is Dutch. Bo is Danish. We got Des, who's based out of Australia. We got our leader, Cheno, who's based out of Melbourne, Australia. So our marketing head, Bindu, is based out of India. I'm lucky that she stays in the same town as I am. So I can run up to her and get some questions answered on where and how we are augmenting our effort. So it's a cosmopolitan, inclusive culture, and it is definitely not, confined to the Asian market. I mean, it's the globe which we are looking at.
Right. So I think it talks a lot about the working culture at WEM APAC, just these locations. So my next question for you would be, how are Indian and Middle Eastern markets responding to the platform?
Oh, very positive, very positive. We see more traction in India. The markets in Middle East, the CIOs and the leaders are, curious. They're open. They want to know more about what we're doing. But it's the Indian market which is catching traction. And I might say that it is not the CIOs here. It is the business, business units, the business heads who are actually looking at this and checking whether they can move things fast. So it's a great story here. A lot of curiosity, a lot of reaching out to us, and they really want to see when they see they're very happy with what we have to offer.
So, like here at WEM APAC, we have kept India and Middle East together. So, do you think these two markets actually do respond in a similar way, or they do have similarities? Any particular reason why they have
Uh,
kept together?
I think some ways they're similar, but a lot of ways they're different. Um, they're similar in the terms of curiosity. The leaders, the clients who we are, working with, and the would-be clients are very curious. So that's where commonality is. As far as risk taking goes, we see a lot of risks being taken by the Indian organizations, and not from the IT team. It is coming from the business units. They are ready to wager their risks and check whether we can fix their problems, and that's a huge motivation. Middle East still is, might I say, a bit traditional. They would want to see different proofs of concepts. They would want to check who has this before they take their decision. So it does take a bit of time in Middle East, but the Indian market is growing faster as far as taking the no-code space goes, right from public sector to manufacturing to telecom. People are really taking and sticking their projects out to us and checking whether we can deliver them.
Okay, so it's really good to hear that.
Yeah, I missed answering the second part of your question. Should we keep it together? The answer is yes and no. At least for the next 12 months, we will keep these geographies together so that we have a uniform, coherent communication going out to India and Middle East. But I think by the end of 2022, Middle East would be an independent region where we would focus, catering to the way the region consumes our concept. So that's what the plan is going ahead. So by quarter four 2022, we would be having Middle East as a separate region.
All right. So now we have heard a lot about this concept, which is unique to WEM APAC, called digital factory. We've seen your previous interviews. You're talking about digital factory, and we know for the fact that you have coined this concept. But I would like to repeat that question once again, and would like to ask you, what is digital factory, and why is WEM APAC so insistent about this concept?
Okay, so the digital factory, Nikhil, has been there with all the thought leaders. I mean, we have the McKinseys, the Gartners of the world. We have the Foresters talking about this since last couple of years. Well, I've not actually seen this digital factory model getting implemented to cater to various facets of the industry. That's what we have successfully done. We have a digital factory from where all WEM APAC's deliveries get turned out for our clients. We cater to different clients. We cater to clients from Europe, America, and Asia. And the way we do it is via the digital factory. A couple of advantages about our digital factory. This is modeled on the McKinsey model. We drew inspiration from what their thought process is, and also a couple of organizations who are engaged in the US where we thought that they have successfully implemented the digital factory. So we have taken this model, we have fine-tuned it to cater to our business needs, and we have got many partners, premier partners, working with us in the digital factory. A typical digital factory team, which works on a project for WEM APAC, is between 1 and 4. One is the leader of the team, who has kind of a BA kind of a background, and the balance 3 are developers. Since this is no code, it's very, very fast. So we can do up to 2 sprints in a week, which is very, very difficult for any conventional developing organization. Do 2 sprints per week. Generally, there is 1 sprint every 15 days. Another nuance about the digital factory, scoping is very important, because unless you scope, you won't be able to build fast. So the scoping time actually is equivalent to the developing time. So that's a new thing for a conventional mindset of coding. The scope and getting the scope sign off is equal to the development time and effort. So that's about the digital factory. It's unique in the sense that it has got multiple personalities, multiple countries into this. I wouldn't say this is headquartered and belongs to only the India geography. Though we stationed out of India, the digital factory is virtual, and we've got 5 countries playing an active part, 5 teams from these 5 countries playing an active part in this digital factory.
So we can say that digital factory is how WEM APAC works, delivers.
Yeah, you can say that, and in fact, that's a USP to get smart people like you to work, and whatever you do, you pave new paths, make the organization inclusive, and make us faster, nimbler to serve a host of our clients.
And why WEM APAC is so insistent? Is it because of the speed? Or we can say that the digital factory is not just providing speed to the delivery, but it's an enabler, more of an enabler to the whole delivery model of MEPAC. As you mentioned that you have not only shortened the time of sprints, but you're doing two sprints in 1 week, which the traditional methods are able to do one in every 15 days. So that's four times the speed actually.
Yeah, in fact, if you look at our USP, Nikhil, it is business velocity, and we want to stand by that when we say business velocity. So in no code, the application build time is 10 times faster than the traditional application build. But when you say 10 times faster, what it actually results on the ground would be about 4x or 5x when it comes to unit testing and scoping and going back and forth, because that is not development time. That's about understanding the application. So that takes time. It depends on the client time as well before we get down to the drawing board and start building for the client. So yes, the unique part of the digital factory is speed and also enablement of process. And most of the time, we don't want to take all the credit for this. When a client really thinks through what does the client want and tries to pen it down and put it down on paper or talk with us, the client discovers that there are many other ways to shorten the process. So it's a mutual activity. We enable the client to look at their own processes. It goes back and forth, maybe a couple of iterations, and then we kind of sign off on what they want the application to do, and then it becomes easy. Then because it's no code is the way WEM is structured is it's all drag and drop and it's lightning fast.
Okay, so we've talked about digital factory, the regions, and everything. So I'd like to know what are the future plans or goals of the company when it comes to the global market. I hear that we are like WEMIPAC is an American continent also. So what are the future goals?
Oh, we're bringing out some cool products. These are our intellectual properties or IPs, as all of us call them. So we are launching a slew of new products called Red Sling. Under the Red Sling banner, we are building, and we have built actually a CMS platform, which is really, really cool. You can build a website in a couple of hours, and then that is called Red Sling. So it's a platform by which you can build website. We have the same principle of no code here. It's drag and drop, and it works very, very well with our no code platform. So it's one is a CMS platform called Red Sling, which you're bringing in. Then we have robotic process automation. A lot of work is getting done because RPA and no code work hand in hand. It's a brilliant synergy to release speed and velocity to the end customer. So we have RPA, that is robotic process automation. We have this console, management by which you can build websites by drag and drop. And the best part is you can actually download it and put it in your own cloud. So that's called Red Sling, which is coming to you. And we are also into mobility. So these are the new products which are coming in. After the 12 months, you will see us foray into AR and VR. That is augmented reality and virtual reality. But that's the place and space we would like to play. And all of this is underpinned with the principles of artificial intelligence and Internet of Things. So that's the roadmap for us over the next 4 to 5 years.
So we can say that WEMIPAC is not just sticking to its no-code platform. If I see 12 months from now, we'll see some really, if it's AR, VR, RPA, and you have built a CMS platform, which is an IP to WEMIPAC. So this is a lot. This is a lot.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, Nikhil. It's a lot. The underpinning theme is business velocity. Anything we would want to go into, we would like to do it with business velocity. That is speed, along with compliance and the right stable framework. So that's the way we would want to go forward. We see a lot of opportunities in AR and VR. We see opportunity in robotic process automation. We see opportunity in analytics. A lot of things can be done, in the combination with a no-code platform.
So, are all these products, these the CMS or RPA, are they? Can they be associated with the no-code platform, the WEM no-code platform that WEM Impact already has?
Absolutely. Absolutely. They are associated with us. Not only that, we have a partner community which is very, very vibrant. We have built a marketplace which we have launched on the 10th of this month. In fact, 2 days, a couple of days back, 3 days back. And here, from the marketplace, we are getting, our partners to display what they are making, simple brochures. So a customer today has a choice of coming onto a site, looking at the marketplace as to what solutions they have to offer, and then getting connected by these partners directly, and taking it on. So we envisage this marketplace growing, because we will make this open to the student community in about 3 quarters from now. So we'll get a lot of cool, innovative solutions build fast with speed on the platform. And we'll also see a combination of the no-code platform with CMS, with robotic process automation, e-commerce. This is what you're going to see in the next 6 to 12 months, and beyond 12 months, you will see AR and VR also. So a lot of interesting times ahead of us.
It sure does sound like a plan. I think WAMI is on the right path to conquer the digital world, not just one facet, but I think you're covering multiple facets an organization can have or build business velocity into its system. So that was a very good conversation, Harsh. Thank you for taking out this time and being with me. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Nikhil. But before you go, I really appreciate this, Nikhil. I mean, to all the audience, Nikhil has been an intern with us from last 3.5 months, and the kind of confidence he exudes is amazing. We would love to have interns who are like Nikhil join us to have a bright future for all of us. Also, Nikhil, thank you for asking the right questions. So good, always good to have an interaction with you like this. So great work, and look forward for more interactions with you.
I too am looking forward to such more interviews. Thank you so much, Harsh, for being with me
Appreciate
today.
it.
Thank you.
Have a good day, Nikhil. Thank you.